Welcome back to Wario Land 4. We're going into the toxic landfill. Probably one of my least favorite levels in the game.
Is this the one? Wait,
There's
hold
some
on. I'll
problems.
I'll probably be able to agree with you as. Oh yeah, I hated this one.
Just from the aesthetics alone,
well,
you despise this level. What is it about this level that you guys don't like?
well, my problem with it
It's
is
very-
that everything can be breakable, so you've got to like ram into and butt bounce like basically everything in order to make sure you're not missing stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a lot of just trial and error and hit everything.
Which is never really a good idea in a game that's based on a timer mechanic.
Well, it's more the beginning than anything, because I don't think this one had an awful lot of stuff to collect on the way back, if I remember correctly. And actually, this is something that I would have liked, is the ability to turn off transformations manually instead of just having to wait for them, because you get a lot of stuff like that, especially with the fat one.
Or at the very least, you can open boxes while you're transformed.
Well,
You know, it's a video game. We don't have to care about logic and shit.
that being said, the transformation mechanics are also penalties for getting hit when you don't want to get hit, so... Yeah.
At least in some instances. It was the zombie one, I think, is usually the biggest example of that. I think it's mostly just, a lot of them, like, it doesn't really matter, like, because, like, with Spring Wario here, you spring once and then you're back. I think with Fat Wario, it would have just been a little bit more convenient, but, you know, it's not a huge deal. It's only, like, 10 seconds, but, you know, still.
It's less of a penalty when you're going through the level on your way in than it is on the way out because of the timer, but, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I can tell, though, one thing that I'd imagine could be visually disorienting with this level is that because for a majority of the game, a lot of what you break in terms of environment is blocks.
Yeah.
Everything is very square here. Like, there's like a shitload of that, so you're not sure. Oh,
I see what you did
the
there.
sensory overload.
Shit
What?
loaded, we're in the dump. Good job, John. I've taught you
Puns like
guys
this
a lot.
that drive me to drink.
Oh, well, don't drink that water. That's a good way to, like, get yourself dead.
I'm Wario, I can't die.
Oh,
Maybe Wario is doing this for practice, you know, building his immune system.
Yeah, that's how you build it. This Mountain Dew is a bit tangy.
I spent the last several years building up an immunity to iocane powder? No, wait.
No, this is definitely not Ike powder.
I don't remember this room. Is the only goodie in here is just the diamond up there, right?
Yes.
Trying to find a part of the floor that you can break.
Yep, and apparently there's nothing here I can do. At least not immediately. Makes sense, so I'm going to try a little bit, but... This
At
area...
least this level has good
Aye.
music, though.
I really should lay off the apples. It goes straight to my everything. No, but seriously, like, look, like, is that an apple he's eating? And he gains like
It's healthy,
600 pounds.
that's why.
Man, you know, they say... Oh man, he's allergic to health food.
Was it one of the Game Boy Wario games where, if you, where it was where you drunk Wario was a thing, and then they made it like hot sauce, or you got dizzy in one of the American versions?
Yeah, I think so.
I swear that was a
you're
thing.
You're trying
I think
to get
that
the
was what
spring
you were
enemy.
supposed to do.
Yeah,
No.
but...
Yeah, trying to get the spring enemy to
Hey, God.
fall off the edge by butt stomping it.
Yeah, but for...
If you go
You
over
ain't
to
got no
diamond,
time for
knock
that.
back.
Well, not anymore, no.
That's just for the unoptional diamond.
Yeah.
A diamond. Okay. So nothing mandatory. All was not lost spectacularly.
Yeah, dude. Throw a
Yes.
thing. There we go.
Need to become fatter.
You know, what if that monkey decided, you know what? I don't feel like throwing apples anymore. Oh no!
I'm screwed.
Actually, right now you're corkscrewed because you're a spring.
I don't know who this Ted is, but I want to punch him in the face.
Good luck with that, virtual man.
means it's Wario.
I don't speak Japanese.
Hey, be careful, man. You're inspiring hate from across the cosmos in people who haven't even met you. Right now, you don't know who might be after you.
Oh no, I totally know who's after me. It's just I just assume everyone is, you know.
That way it's very easy to narrow it down. Wait.
You can be never double-crossed when you expect them to be betraying you from the start. Well, I mean, unless
Yeah.
if they actually were on your side.
Well, no, there's still a physical act of double crossing, though.
Well, in order to stab someone in the
And-
back, you must first get behind them.
Indeed. And then, that's when the knife comes in.
Yes.
That's physical. That hurts. I knew I should have never befriended that Tonberry.
Why are you befriending a Tonberry?
Those guys are,
They're so adorable, and I want to buy 6.
yeah, they're gonna try to, like, stab you, though. Like,
I got a safety bit on. I just got to deal with the physical pain of a knife going into my gut. But it won't kill me.
do you even get anything for killing those assholes, or no?
Yeah, it depends on the game. You can morph a Master Tonberry into a ribbon in Final Fantasy VII. Everybody likes ribbons.
Best accessory in the games.
Yeah, for protecting yourself and shit. I agree. Nothing beats a tooth ring, though. Tooth.
Oh, what?
Tooth ring
Just
is a
a-
mistranslation of tough ring.
Yeah. To replace the G with a P. They fixed it in the PC version.
But not Sephiroth's mouth?
No, that wonderfully stays open.
Heard.
It totally doesn't shoot the mood in the ending.
Oh no, you forgot your sweet #1 jams.
I go back for it.
I first gotta watch the cutscene. With those wonderful not Mode 7 graphics.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a callback to Mario Land 2. You know how the coin goes into the door?
Yeah, quite possibly.
Oh,
Jump
teleportation, yeah. Skibbity-doo-wah.
Yeah, this is the annoying part of the level because there's so many blocks everywhere.
Well, I mean, at least you can see the gems down there, so you know there's something. But I always assumed that you got back down there on the backtracking part of the level. So I didn't.
Wario, you son of a bitch! You're the reason why Radio Shack's gone bankrupt.
Cut. Okay.
No, Radio Shack's gone
Well,
bankrupt
that was
because they
quick.
suck.
But where am I gonna get all my random chords now? Because that's like the only reason I ever go into Radio Shack is if I need new chords for my capture software. Oh, this level
Cue
was
them.
annoying too. I got stuck here forever because of the fucking snowball room.
You know,
with the
somehow
Pac-Man physics.
it looks like we stepped out of Wario Land and into Mega Man.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like the Spark Mandrill stage a little bit. No, not Spark Mandrill. Flame Mammoth after if you don't have the lava in it. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, honestly, when we first entered the area, this may be a little weird. I immediately thought of the iced over mall area from Kirby 64.
It's a little bit too dreary.
It's too happy.
Yeah, the frozen
Okay.
Wario is just there to get in your way, right?
Yep, it serves no purpose.
Okay.
So that's one of those punishing transformations.
But it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, so a lot of these
Snowball seems.
A lot of these rooms have Pac-Man syndrome, where like you go in through one side and you loop around to the other side, and it took me forever to figure out how to get the snowball puzzle to work, and maybe that's just me being dumb, but yeah, this level gave me some trouble when I played through the game.
Well, what do you have to...
Unless there's a point.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. It's just if there's no point in this level where you have to use a snowball to like build up more snow and crash through a wall, it's kind of a pointless add-on because Wario already rolls into a ball when he slides down slopes.
No, you need the Snowball Wario to get through the snowball blocks.
Okay, because Wario can't do it himself already.
Yeah,
It's
apparently.
kind of
That's
weird that
garbage.
there's like a specific.
If I throw more snow at it, it'll go away.
I love that somebody created a block that was indestructible except for slightly colder water. It's just like genius. And I'll use it to guard the treasures in the snowy factory.
Well, what you need to figure out is that the snowball Wario isn't affected by slopes.
I'm just going to assume that block type is some variety of Nintendium.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this room was annoying. It's just like I couldn't figure out how to get the
Red one.
the ball over to the red one. Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't
What
look-
if the plot for this was similar to Mario Land 2? Instead of it was Waluigi instead of Wario stealing Wario's castle.
But they're friends.
I think this is how they became friends. No, this is how they became friends. Friends, yeah, sure, in quotes.
Waluigi was actually the first villain in Mario DDR. He stole one of the magical note MacGuffins because he wanted to dance. So
there's a Mario DDR.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can. There's a whole bunch of Mario songs and Pomp and Circumstance for some reason. Yeah, there's
Okay.
some there's
I don't know what that is.
there's some weird track choices in that game. It has a
Okay,
story mode. Maybe I should do it sometime.
You know, for some reason, I'm having an easier time taking the idea of a Persona dancing game seriously, and I don't know why. Because you'd think that something wacky would be fine for that, but for some reason, a dancing spin-off just doesn't jive in my mind the way the other Mario spin-offs do.
Well, I don't think anybody did. That's why I think it was so fascinating to begin with. I wanted to try Mario DDR, but one, it was GameCube only at that time, and the only dance pad that was available for the GameCube was one of those flimsy,
No, the Mario one came with the dance pad. I still have it.
what, like
It came with-
foam inserts,
Yeah.
or is it just flimsy?
It has foams. It has foam in it. I think.
I think.
Well, I remember when I
To
opened
Ted's
it. I got it-
closet.
Well, it's actually no. We don't keep all of our game stuff in a closet. We just kind of keep it in a heap next to the TV. No, I remember the I got it as a Christmas present, and it came in a gigantic box with a DDR pad in it, and it held up
Yeah.
pretty well. So yeah, that's what tripped me up. I didn't think that it could go up the slope. So okay.
Yeah, so you have to figure out that it's not affected by slopes.
Yeah, so that's what I spent like a good it felt like a half hour on that part of the level.
God damn.
It's
Here I
admittedly
am,
tricky
sort of
because it's
that-
not something.
I'm just sort of that scrub when it comes to dancing games who plays with the face buttons whenever
Ah,
possible.
lame.
So-
How do you even do it? Like when you get the part where it's supposed to do where you're supposed to be on two buttons at the same time.
It's not finger revolution, God.
Well, if you're playing a game that just uses the face buttons, you put the controller down and position your fingers above the buttons like an arcade stick.
You don't use. Oh, you use the buttons, not the control stick. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're playing DDR with a controller for whatever reason, you can use both. Usually, you can use both the D-pad and the face buttons.
Because I've played
Wow.
DDR kind of flash games before, but that
Yeah.
it was you can do that with the arrow keys, no problem. Oh, that's how you get that one. Huh. Interesting. I think I ended up taking damage and jumping crouched as Wario or something. I don't even really remember.
It is a bit of a odd situation though, because would you guys immediately get that even if you're encased in ice, that means you can just phase through solid objects? Like
well,
spikes?
when you're transformed, you can't take damage for the most part. So
Yeah. But you would still react to the object if it's like a solid wall. In that case, Wario just slid right past it as if he was intangible.
Well, the guy is
Yeah.
there. The guy is there, so I think it is sort of implied that you need to do something with him. I suppose. Again,
But,
all
just
of
a
those
matter of
rooms
fact.
are optional. So if you don't figure it out, you just miss a couple of gems. It's not really that big of a deal, but
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those gamey things that you just sort of have to work out as you play. Sometimes video games fly in the face of logic, even in terms of what you have to do to beat them. Cave story.
Oh man, did you end up beating that one, or because I know that after we did the playthrough of it, and hopefully this goes up.
I think this will be around the same time we upload
Yep.
Cave Story,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, go right ahead. Hey, check that out every Tuesday and Thursday. I winked, but nobody could see it.
I literally bought Cave Story right after we finished that commentary, but no, I haven't finished it yet. No,
You're supposed to buy it before we do the commentary.
Well, it was the
No,
commentary
sometimes
that got me actually interested. So,
Well, for a short game like that, having a person having like a newcomer's perspective, I think is always helpful. I really only feel like I need to play the game if the commentary is really long, because like after we did Last of Us and I had basically nothing to say for like 40 parts, I'm like, okay, I'm never doing that again.
and that's why I haven't done any BioWare games for the channel yet. Play some BioWare games, damn it!
Can't tell me
Eventually.
what to do. Shut up, Mom. I played Sonic Chronicles.
Why
That
did you
doesn't
play
count.
Sonic Chronicles?
Dude, we all all Sonic diehard fans bought that at launch because it was a Sonic RPG made by BioWare.
I didn't, because I heard it was
fuck
shit.
fuck us for thinking it was going to be a quality product.
No, because
And it ends
every
up
review
not.
I heard of that game said it was shit, so I didn't get it.
No, I got it day one, so...
Those came out after the game was released. Everyone before that was saying, "Oh, it's BioWare and it's a Sonic RPG. It's going to be amazing." Little did they know, BioWare shunted it off to a side team, and well, it wasn't very amazing. Now, was it? The writing was somewhat decent from what I could tell, though.
Yeah, it's just, the idea of a Sonic RPG was always kind of a weird one for me, because Sonic is not really as malleable of a franchise as Mario, so, like, I don't know.
No, I disagree. I can argue the same for Mario. It's just how you execute it. And Sonic Chronicles wasn't a very well executed game.
Well, I don't know, like, the whole thing about Sonic is Mario doesn't really have a gimmick, like Sonic's gimmick is going fast, so he's easier to put into different things, is more where I'm going with that.
Well,
So-
let's keep in mind that Sonic Adventure was envisioned as a sort of Sonic RPG in the first place, so it's not a new idea.
It was?
Yeah?
Huh.
Why do you think you're running around towns talking to people half the time?
Because, I don't know, some hub worlds were a thing.
Because the game would be too short if we didn't add the werehog.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting my games mixed up. Shit.
You mean Big the Cat?